去年は結構初だったんで緊張したんですけど、試合出たら大丈夫だったんで、
Zagou says, I am here to play.
まあいい順位取れてるんで結構自信になってますね。2位とかでも多分もうちょいなってなると思うんで、リベンジをしようと思ってます。ペポさんはやっぱ終盤が強いんで、もう僕が完璧な立ち回りでもう終盤まで連れてって暴れさせます。
EU versus Asia for Zagou.
舐められてるから勝った時にめちゃくちゃやっぱ盛り上がるんで、前回と違って強いとこかぶせて、予選でもう落として決勝でフリーで取ろうっていう考えなんで、はいこっちか。いつも応援ありがとうございます。コメントとかいろいろ見てフォートナイトのモチベートとかになってます。世界大会も絶対勝つんで応援よろしくお願いします。
レールがもうやばいでしょあれ。
マジ初めてだからな、ザゴ。いいよいいよ、スタートしてるよ。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばすぎるやばすぎる。
24点です。まあ危なかった危なかった
最初ひどすぎないんやけど。
Just wild. 6 regions all coming together on a single stage. So there is going to be so much chaos because now you're thinking, okay, well, I'm in this region. I'm used to fighting players from this region. Just kidding. There's 5 other regions that I have to worry about and how they play in their region. Mad. Now, Kelly, you brought up a good point here. Duos that I wanted to kind of focus on. We got to talk about Zagou. We got to talk about Peppo Clip. Yeah. We saw Zagou back at the Invitational, and man, they put on quite a bit of performance. So they're hoping to bring some of that experience to today.
Yeah, I mean, after game number 3 of day 1 of Invitational, Zagou and his duo back then, Mareem, they were actually in 2nd place. So a lot of teams, a lot of people would sort of see Asia as a smaller region and not put them in their top 3, but they have every reason to be in people's top 3. They're gonna come out strong, they're gonna come out aggressive, and they're gonna be feisty.
They're also gonna be coming out of Eclipse State, one of the new POIs we're seeing this season. And let me tell you, this is an incredible POI, potentially unconned as well. Also, they had a great performance in Majors 1 and 2, getting that 1st place finish in Major 1, and then a 2nd place finish in Major 2.
Major 3, though, they actually split. They decided to play with different teams or different teammates. Didn't actually work out as well for them. So now they're back together, they're feeling good, and hopefully they'll get back to their winning ways.
That's right. We will definitely be focusing on them, but more duos to highlight across this entire... They're going to come to the stage right now, and of course, most importantly, it's the battle that they had to fight through to be here. Bullying their way through the Shockwave Hammer meta, one of the most destructive seasons.
They have to brace for chaos as these players now step into the most chaotic environment. And you have to expect that at his split drop, he is not trying to share by any means with anyone else.
Oh, take a look at this. Zagou and Peppo actually have finally found themselves in elimination. Last game taken out a lot earlier than they would have liked. So this is their chance to go ahead and bounce back, put some numbers on the board. And they have a very, very interesting strategy. They're actually healing Striker and getting as much surge as possible. What a unique position to be in, but also you have to be so smart to think like this. This is how, again, ahead Zagou and Peppo are.
But imagine being Striker. Your fate completely decided. Just watching yourself benefit some of your competitors.
That was
genius.
That was so genius.
Thank you so much. Reddishers, fantastic as always. Now, as we kind of draw closer to the next game start, we kind of wanted to highlight a couple things. Really quickly, Miniminder, you kind of called this out for us, and I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about it. Zagou and Peppleclip, they had a very interesting Storm Surge strategy in that last game.
Yeah, they did. And I think this just encapsulates what LAN events and global events are all about. We never know what these other smaller regions could be pulling out of the hat when it comes to strategy. And what I saw there in that end game was actually, or that mid game actually, I should say, Zagou and Peppo actually got a knock. They were able to carry the body towards some of the slurp mushrooms, keep healing the player on those slurp mushrooms, which of course that benefits them because they can keep tagging up the player to get some more Storm Surge damage. We've seen Storm Surge have such a big impact so far in these first two games. And if you don't have enough damage, it's going to result in your elimination. That's what I really like to see from this. Those guys pulling out strategies I haven't seen before. Just keeping on healing up the player. I love it.
Leave it to Peppo and Zagou to do that. And also leave it to Queasy and Vino, who had a pretty good strategy.
Or possibly even just looking for a different position altogether.
Yeah, upgrade would be important and massive there, especially since he's running out of material there. The Shaka. Meanwhile, Zagou, Peppo, they had the knock, but they didn't get the finish. That's going to be a big mess up. Big mistake, big opportunity lost, but Zagou finds another tag here. Meanwhile, looking for the big opener. Another one there. Okay, chipping away, but nothing significant this time.
That is massive, though, for Skits and Sora, that Skits was actually able to find that revive in the heat of it all. As now, Peppo, Zagou. A few Shieldbreaker EMPs. Curious to see what Zagou actually chooses to do with these. He's gonna opt to try and maybe apply some more pressure onto Skits and Sorf with them, or if he's just gonna hold them for the time being. But Skits, now fully aware of the fact that Zagou is trying to break down his wall, continuing to replace build after build. Skits with the peak, Zagou with the damage taken. It's gonna be Skits and Sorf still looking to try and capitalize on this circumstance.
Now be careful though, backing themselves up into an indestructible corner. And you can hear the crowd really starting to turn up right now.
Big augment, though, that was just picked up. That rarity check could go crazy, depending on how. I believe it was Skits that might have opted for it. Saw him, one of those common weapons. Zagou, back to full shield, though, but did have to expend both of those big pots, and this battle's taken quite some time. Business turret quickly taken out. And Zagou tried to place there. There's pressure on Skits.
Oh, I think he's going to be feeling really confident after that one, but Zagou now completely out of material here. He does have to be careful. His teammate finds a little bit too, so Peppo goes in, fully boxes up. It's all going to come down to hitting the shots, and he does. Zagou showing us why he is one of the best. Coming directly out of the region of Asia, representing all the way for Japan, and my oh my.
Going through. We know the top 25 will be moving on to Sunday. Let's take a look at a list of the 25 players that have qualified. A couple of names, let's just call them out. Obviously, we saw some of the big ones. I wanted to quickly highlight Zagou right here and Peppleclip. Obviously, we saw them back in the days of Invitational. For them, though, back then, day two didn't quite hit as hard. But now, making it through to Sunday, they have time to prepare. And hopefully, they'll bring some heat.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited to actually see what they bring on day number 3. We also saw some very cool strategies from them throughout the day, you know, farming some of that surge. Very, very cool from them. But talking about some of the smaller regions.
Nice, nice, much nice.
試合ごとに直していったんで、その動きを。ラストマッチは直せましたね、完璧に。わあ、しゃ。最高。
trophy. Now let's make some noise for Peppo, Clip, and Zagou. Representing for Asia, they are ready to fight for the trophy. It's time to bring your A game.
Representing the Middle East, and Shari and Rude might be the only team from their region, but that doesn't stop them from winning. These guys will do whatever it takes to succeed. Game number 1 of the grand finals is upon us. We already know what is in store.
We're in the fight. These are two of Asia's best going head-to-head. Datus and Stain, Zagou, and Peppo Clip down low. The FNCS champions of the Asia region have been flexing on the competition, but Seti and Cammy have been keeping them cool as they have been the kings of Frenzy so far. The battles for the weather station have been very evident in this game now. This is that back half strategy we talked about, showing you how many teams want to try to increase their odds. Weapons cash for them, but Teeny, Misha, the ambush finally pays off. They catch Peppo out in the open and then come crashing on in with a rocket ram. What a way to start this one off. Very explosive, very aggressive. Misha taking a wall by himself, no builds. What in the world is going on right now? He says, oh, that's wood, I like that, that's weak. Gets right inside. Zagou has to clutch this one out right now. His teammate's hurt. Peppo's on the run. In goes Teeny. Zagou puts up the numbers though, but Misha finishes the job and clutches out for Teeny. Chulex gets broken out here. Cammy still giving him a run for it. One build, no builds. 2v1. He's healthier, but there are two. Cammy goes in. No shot hit. Chulex finds it. Siphon comes through. It's now a one-on-one, and Chulex wins the game with 9 elims. You gotta love it, but your global champions are here.
Miro and Cooper from day one getting knocked.
It would have been $1 million coin flip. Congratulations,